What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout and welcome to our How to Play Green Gohan guide, which was brought to you by our patrons. That's right, now on Patreon, on a tier 2 and above, you get to vote once a week for the Friday video, and that's what our patrons did. They voted for How to Play Green Gohan. We have a vote for the upcoming video live already. If you wish to become a patron, link is in the description below. And speaking of patrons, let me give a huge shout out to the Coffee Club, these wonderful gentlemen who voted for the video that you're watching today. Brian, Miguel, Nave, Anthony, Ryan, Frank, Scotty, Jacob, Bixen, Bryce, Fernando, Derek, Adnan, Jakub, and Golden Feather Kiryu. These are our Coffee Club members, our $2 and up patrons who buy us coffee and vote for videos that we're putting out every Friday. Now, guys, yeah, you know, Gohan, craziest green deck that came out in the last 10 sets. Green wasn't relevant for like 10 sets. Now Gohan is here and it's time to break it down. Roll the video! As with all of our videos, let's start with the breakdown. So, in this video, we will be doing an archetype breakdown, followed by lines of play, interactions, our deck list and first 3 turns. So if you want to know how to play the first 3 turns with Gohan, this is the video for you. And finally, we'll wrap it up with a summary. Let's go! Let's start by quickly talking about the game plan. What is our game plan? Well, our game plan is just aggro. Aggro, critical, hand destruction, just pressure, pressure, pressure. This is an exceptionally strong green aggro deck. You have free plays, you have critical swings, discard, life burn with your boss monster, just like one huge deadly combination. And finally, I can say that finally, green has a meta-defining deck. Let's check out our leader. On the front side, our leader is Son Gohan, and guys, this one is exceptionally strong. First, you start the game with a field card, we will go over it a bit later. Second, when he attacks, he tutors top 5 for any green Saiyan, regardless of the cost. Any green Saiyan. Doesn't even need to be mono green, just green. He tutors for that on swing. And then when it comes to awakening, it's a bit tricky. Usually it is 4 lives or less, or if you have a specific Goku in play, then you get to awaken. I'm hearing that players more often just awaken at 4 or less because you have a way to burn your own lives. So awakening, it's a bit tricky, but it is possible. We will talk about that. Let's check out the awakened side. Now let's talk about the awakened side. This is phenomenal. This card is phenomenal. First off, we're now drawing 2 cards, once per turn, on each player's turn. Because it says auto once per turn. Place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. When you use a card in a combo, draw 2. It doesn't say your turn. So you draw 2 when you combo. Once on each player's turn. Super strong. Like scary, scary strong. Then we also get a free plus 5k combo once per turn, which basically translates to a good way to charge Z energy. We also have a Z leader, that one is insane, let's talk about it. Our Z leader is one of the best Z leaders in the game. Like, this is flat out one of the best ones in the game. His baseline 20k double strike, which is amazing. Baseline 20k double strike. You're never gonna hardcast it, you're just gonna play him from under an Android 16 Z battle card. But his ability, his auto, to combo a Goku basically translates into burn 1 life with your boss monster. Because there is this interaction when you attack with the boss monster. If you have comboed with what this Gohan says that you have to combo, you burn 1 life if your opponent is on 3 or more. And the moment that you swing, you automatically combo, even before the negate step, so you immediately just burn a life. That's his auto basically. And then he also draws 2, which is awesome. Now we need to talk about the extra card. This one has an errata. This color has so many erratas in this set. Anyway, the text is wrong. You don't heal yourself for 2, you add 2 cards to your hand, basically. So you can burn life. Effectively, you take life. That's what you do. The permanent gives plus 5k only to the front side of the leader. It doesn't check character name, it checks the written name, and that is Son Gohan. That is only the unawakened side. You use this field card to free play your cards, and there is also a very funny combo deck out there. Go check it out on the channel. It's called Denzel's Exodia Gohan, where you can just play something completely differently and then just play this field card with some of the biggest, baddest boss monsters in the game. That's crazy. But for the purpose of this archetype, this field card is what the majority of the archetype revolves around. It's gonna allow us to take our own lives, and it's gonna allow us to free play things. Finally, let's just talk about the boss monster. This one is extremely powerful. No, it's not missing an ultimate tag. It's 35k deflect double strike barrier. So, right off the bat, 35k deflect double strike barrier. On attack, you KO a card, ignoring barrier, and your opponent also discards. And then, if you have a Z leader out, you also crit 1 life on attack, if your opponent is 3 or more. And yeah, you basically do everything at that point, because you have comboed with a 10k power Goku. He's 45k deflect double strike barrier, discard a card, KO something, crit a life. Yeah, exceptionally powerful. Not unstoppable. Don't let anyone tell you that this is unstoppable, that this is too strong and stuff. It's very strong. It's definitely very strong. But every single color except red, and even red kinda has an answer to it. So there is an answer to this in every color. So it's not completely broken. And it's only really good in this deck. But yeah, this is the boss monster. Let's check out the deck list. Here is the deck list that we will be following for the first 3 turns of the game. Use this deck list as a blueprint. Gohan is very customizable. And yeah, the link is in the description below. Let's just jump right into the mulligan. For the mulligan, so keep SS Vegeta Arrogance and keep Goku. You want to keep these 2 ones because you will have to interact with them from your hand, because some cards require that they're in your hand. And for the last card, you know, it's an open slot. I like to keep the boss monster as the last card. It can be something else. This is just, you know, like a suggestion. Definitely keep an eye out on the first 2. The third slot is always customizable. First 3 turns. Okay, so this deck is extremely strong. Let's break it down. Your first 2 turns are usually the same. This guide will help you set up and show you a bit of your game plan on turn 3. For the purpose of this guide, we are assuming that you went first and that you have kept the mulligan that we have shown you on the previous slide. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what Green Gohan can do. Turn 1, the training begins. We start the game, we search the deck immediately for our field card and play it. Then pay 1 for Vegeta's activate main, targeting the field. You put Vegeta under it. And then the rest of his activate main resolves. Searching for Trunks in your deck, you grab a Trunks, you shuffle the deck, and then you put him under the time chamber. The time chamber is also switched into rest mode, and once the chamber is full, you basically end your turn. That's your turn 1. Turn 2, setting up plus aggro. Alright, so we start. Charge 1, use activate main to take 2 lives and to play our Vegeta. Our Vegeta's auto gives him plus 5k when he is played from under the time chamber. You attack with him and his second auto triggers, allowing him to combo with Trunks from beneath the time chamber and giving himself critical. So now your Vegeta is 20k crit, and he also draws a card. The attack resolves, and then we send Trunks to the Z energy. Following that, we attack with Gohan. We look at top 5, we grab a card, let's say this one, and then we combo with Vegeta, because we can do this when he's in rest mode. We send him to the Z energy. Then we pay 1 and 1 Z energy to play our Goku Z battle card. His auto triggers, switching the time chamber to rest mode. And then we choose a Goku Resource of Training from hand, the one that we have kept during the mulligan. We put him under the field and then his auto triggers. We grab Gohan, we shuffle our deck, we put him under the field, our leader now gets plus 5k, and then we just pass the turn. So our leader is now gonna be 15k. We have 1 energy left. What do we do with it? Well, it depends. That's the issue with making a how to play guide for this deck. There's a lot of variants here. We can play Krillin, if you're running Krillin. We can play Monkey. We can save the energy for Kamehameha Deflection or some other extra card. There's a lot of things that we can actually do with this 1 energy. It just depends on the game state, basically. Turn 3, it is time to awaken. Okay, we start turn 3, we charge 1, activate main, we choose Goku and play him. Goku gets plus 10k when he's played like this. We attack with him, he is 24k. Then after the attack, we basically pay 1 and 1Z energy to play Android 16. We use a Z stack to put our leader beneath him, and then we awaken. We restand that 1 energy, we draw a card, and then we pay 1 to use Goku's activate main, which draws us 1 card, and we get to we send Goku to the drop, and we get to play Gohan. When Gohan enters, we get to KO something, and in this hypothetical scenario, we still have Frieza in hand and we have Goku. So Frieza's auto will trigger and you'll get Frieza for free, 15k critical, and then you pay 1 to play Kaioken Goku, who is 15k critical, and the opponent discards 1, and then you just start swinging with everything. You will have 1 remaining energy, which you can use depending on the state of the game and on the cards in your hand. There are a lot of different cards in your hand that you can play for like 1 energy, 2 energy, so it's difficult to predict how turn 3 is gonna go. This is just an example. Use your last energy depending on the state of the game and on your cards. Last thing that I wish to mention is on your opponent's turn, Android 16 will trigger, and then you will get to play your Z leader. You'll get to Z awaken, and then you just go to town on your opponent on next turn. Like then there is no saving them. So yeah, this is the guide. Before we end the video, let's just jump into the summary. Gohan is insanely strong. This is without a doubt the best green deck at the moment, but unfortunately it's crazy expensive to build. It's so expensive to build. In Europe alone, let alone in America, which has much higher prices than we have. It's very expensive, unfortunately. We've only shown you a blueprint of the deck, and we focused a lot on the archetype, but there is a lot of room for customization. So follow our build more as a suggestion, because there's a lot of room for improving, because we have focused so much on the archetype itself. Finally, after 10 sets, I'm happy to say that Green has a meta deck. Last time Green had a meta deck was in like set 11, we are in set 21. It's finally time for Green to start dominating. And yeah, that's the video. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited to give Green Gohan a go? Man, that was hard to say actually. Anyway, I'm so excited for this deck. I'm super happy that Green finally has a meta deck, and this one is very, very cool, and I really hope that this is a sign of things to come in the future sets, that will just keep getting better and better Green decks. Not necessarily better than this one, but definitely better than whatever we had for the last 10 sets. Anyways guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read all of your comments, I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. Don't forget, if you wish to vote for upcoming guides, you can do so by becoming a tier 2 patron. The vote is ongoing right now. Link to our Patreon is in the description below. And while you are here, click the share button, like the video, hit the subscribe button. Guys, help us grow. We are on our way to 3,000 subs. If we can reach that, that would be crazy, and then we're gonna have an awesome giveaway. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.